Let's talk more about impossible masculinity and how it interacts with politics, and why MAGA imagery speaks to so many people. Impossible masculinity comes across in the way that Trump talks about America first in our foreign policy. It sounds tough, even if it's all facade. Neither is it new. I'm old enough to remember pictures in the 1980s of Ronald Reagan's head transposed onto the shirtless body of Sylvester Stallone in his role as Rambo, with the portmanteau Ronbo. That same image has shown up at Trump rallies and on January 6th, but with Trump's head on Arnold Schwarzenegger's body. Tie in men and women's psychological father wounds to all this, and you have a recipe for folks looking for these hyper-masculine leaders that are really just perversions of sustainable masculinity. And like impossible masculinity, these versions of masculinity are destructive to the body politic. Sociologist Arlie Russell Hochschild, author of Strangers in Their Own Land, Anger and Mourning on the American Right, has been one of the prominent researchers uncovering this nexus of masculinity on the extreme right. Amid diminishing opportunities to define themselves in traditional family roles or careers, and I know what that feels like, many men have sought heroic status through taking big risks, whether it's in regards to COVID-19, when a lot of men refuse to vaccinate or wear masks, or brandishing firearms in public. Remember the armed white men protesting in state capitals in 2020, 2021? Whether they're defending the border, defending democracy, defending their freedom, defending their land, defending their religion, the look is the same. A white man in a tactical vest with a semi-automatic rifle casting himself as the last bulwark against some looming threat. Again, there are kernels of a healthy masculinity here, such as protection of others, but the show of force, especially towards those who are vulnerable, is misdirected. We've seen these men at the Capitol on January 6th. We've seen them at standoffs with federal land management agents in western states. We see them as vigilantes patrolling the southern border. We see them guarding ballot boxes during elections. And we see them as masked ICE agents. Armed as they are, they take on the look of besiegers, although they're firm in their conviction that they are the ones being besieged. I don't want to act as if liberals do not weaponize victimhood to the point of violence either. Infamously, the 2020 ultra-progressive Seattle protest known as the Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone, CHAZ, was shut down because of multiple shootings and murders that took place there. In the 60s and 70s, it was liberal groups that were known for violence and murder and bombings. Go back further and you see both political sides go through these phases of resorting to violence, especially when they feel overwhelmed by social change. History doesn't repeat, but it sure does rhyme. But these more recent examples, these strutting displays of masculinity, often with firearms, are increasingly archaic and problematic, yet we're still choosing them. Men choose to go without masks, go without vaccines during outbreaks. We indulge in a culture of weapon worship. If holding a gun doesn't compensate for our insecurities. Like I said, there are some kernels of a noble masculinity in these models and these images, such as the protection of others. But it's based around a foundation, a crouch of fear, a fear rooted, actually, I would argue, in selfishness, when it is selflessness that allows us to truly rise above ourselves and to do esteemable things. And doing esteemable things is how we build self-esteem. More soon. In the meantime, don't forget to do no harm, care for, and protect others. And if you like what I have to say, check out my books at tedneilauthor.com or wherever books are sold online.